We've never been in your shoes, but we're playing the game of life. We'll chase away all your blues with a laugh and a dose of your strife. Never have I ever, never have I ever, starts now.
And welcome back to episode 18 of Never Have I Ever. That's right, 18.
18?
Yeah.
That's legal.
We are old enough to fuck.
Damn right.
And the best part about being old enough to fuck is you're able to fuck more than one. And that's why this is a super special threesome episode.
Three. Trace.
Bring in the holidays with a little extra lovin'.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. Sorry. While I was pausing, I was trying to think of like a cool like fucking name to call myself
cool
that's
DJ
not my
name.
real name.
Correct.
So people were like, whoa, shit, dude. That's awesome.
It's DJ Thunder Muscle.
Yeah. Thunder Muffin.
Thunder Muffin.
Thunder Muffin.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm DJ Thunder Muffin, otherwise known as B-Rye, otherwise known as just Bryan.
Fair enough. Fair enough. This is our good friend Bryan on the podcast.
Bryan's our first official guest
Yeah.
because Garrett lives here and that doesn't count.
Okay.
Bryan had to leave his house to show up here.
Yeah.
And I had
to
to
do
bring
this.
beer.
Yeah.
And I was late.
It was just nice that you brought beer.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
still, thank you.
yeah. Hey.
For those of you who are new to the show, this is an advice podcast where we try to life coach people, counsel them in the right direction for any problems they could have in their lives. We take questions off of Yahoo Answers, our email address, which is neverhaveievershow@gmail.com, and of course off the lovely world of Reddit. You can catch us on neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com as well as twitter.com/NHIE show. Are you guys ready to help some people?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll try.
All right. Your online activity Oh, I'm sorry. Reading the wrong email.
No.
I'm kidding. All right, guys. Here's the story. I made plans with this girl I know to go for a weekend getaway. We're not dating. It seems to be an unspoken friends with benefits type deal. We've never done anything sexual, but it would likely happen on this trip. You know, we've both had bad experiences with relationships, and I think this is just something for us to relax and have a little fun. The thing is, I recently just met this girl on eHarmony, and she seems really cool. She lives
He's using fucking eHarmony?
Yikes.
How old is he?
She lives far away, and I've never met her in person, but we talk on the phone and we play some online games together. She seems like she's interested in meeting someday soon, if I'd like to. My question is, should I go on this weekend getaway with the first girl because the girl I met online a few days ago might interfere? Would that be wrong? Could that be considered cheating even though we've never discussed whether or not this distance thing is dating? Help.
So there's two girls.
Yeah.
Two girls.
Okay, I didn't click that.
Two girls, one dick.
All right.
So
kind
there's
of like a threesome.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a perfect way to lead off this show. So here's the thing. He has friends with benefits, I guess, with actual friends.
Okay.
No, he
Just
doesn't.
friends because he's not doing shit with her.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Inferred friends with
no
benefits.
Man, that's a shitty job. I've worked some no benefits jobs, man. No health care, no nothing.
No hand jobs, no
Like,
health
what does he
care.
mean by benefits? Maybe that's what he means. It's like, hey, listen, we're friends.
We can both go to
I
the
have health
doctor.
care. I'll put you on my plan. Like, I don't know. Is that... Can you just throw people willy-nilly off your benefit? I don't know. Maybe that's
That's not how that works.
definitely not physical.
I don't think so.
So would that be considered cheating, though?
I don't think so. Because, no, he hasn't done anything with either person. So I think, first of all, you
That's
don't...
so sad. I feel like you haven't done shit at all. So you have nothing to cheat on.
You're talking
Yeah.
such a big game, man. Is your dick even wet?
Like, he
You have a
has...
dick?
Let me see your dick. It's not even hard.
I
What is
feel
this
bad. No, I feel
conversation?
bad.
He has all these expectations in his head. Like, oh yeah, we're definitely friends with benefits. No, you're not. If you're friends with benefits, you're fucking, or at least at the very bare minimum, you've started like making out and gotten to second base. None of that has happened. You've just put that all in your head as possibilities. Second of all, you haven't done anything with the eHarmony girl, so no, you're not in a relationship with her. You don't owe her anything. So if you go on this trip and you fuck the girl, it's fine. Also, if you fuck friends with benefits girl, finally, that doesn't necessarily mean that you two are now in a relationship either. It's just, you got nothing. You got nothing, bruh. Sorry.
So he should just go and hope to have sex?
Go and hope to have sex, but understand that you probably won't.
We've been camping, and I haven't had sex on our camping trips.
Yeah, it's true. We've gone camping.
We've all gone camping together.
We've all gone camping together.
And none of us had sex on said camping trip.
Not on that camping trip. I have had sex on a camping trip.
Yeah, we did have sex on that camping trip. Though.
But like,
I feel like I was.
Me as well.
I feel like I actively participated because I heard way too much of it.
yeah, everyone heard way too much of it. Anyway,
You're out there in the open. I mean,
and also a lot of booze was involved.
yeah.
But that's like when we went on camping trips and none of us had sex. Like none of us went into it thinking like, yeah, totally gonna bone this person.
Oh, I did on one of mine.
I mean,
It was
yeah,
pretty bad. Yeah,
I mean,
I took this one girl in intentions of like, yo, I like her. She's cool.
I'm gonna trap her in the woods.
Yeah.
And scare fuck her.
Yeah, basically. And so chilling around the campsite. Hey man, let's play some fucking Kings. You know, the old drinking card game. Sure. All I got is vanilla vodka. I guess that's what I'm drinking because I wanted to be some kind of badass. So here I am, back of the waterfall on Kings, 10 people deep, just chugging away at this bottle of vanilla vodka. And I tell you right now, vanilla vodka is just not bad coming up. It's just not bad coming up. And so I basically fucked my entire chances with this chick. And yeah, but it kind of worked out because she's kind of a fucking weirdo anyway.
So you cockblocked yourself.
So did you fuck her or not?
No, we did nothing.
Oh, okay, right.
That was the first night. So when I get hungover, I'm checked out for like a couple days. Like honestly, I'm not normal for I'd say like 4 or 5 days. Like maybe on the 5th day, I'm like, all right, I'm like 100%. Feel great. Throat's great. Head's great. Stomach's great. Everything's good.
That's the weird thing. I have an abnormal return time on that stuff.
How hard is it for you to get hungover though? Like, does it happen a lot or
No, like I mean, it takes
okay.
a lot for me to get drunk.
Gotcha.
So I guess now I'm to the point where, I mean, to get drunk, I have to drink liquor. If I'm trying to get drunk, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
If you want to like totally get your drunk one night, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, drink half a bottle of vanilla vodka.
It's called being a fucking adult.
Yeah.
You can buy the alcohol you're putting in your system.
Yeah.
See, I feel like it's taking less and less for me to get drunk and hungover now. Like, I think it was last Friday we went out and I had maybe like 5 or 6 beers. I didn't feel like I had that much, and then I got some drunk poutine fries, and then the next day my stomach didn't feel too good. I had a bit of a headache. It was not like the worst hangover I've ever had, but I was still just uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable the entire time.
I went to work woozy. Like, I definitely wasn't feeling 100% until I left work, which is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm turning around, I'm helping people with stuff at my job, and all of a sudden I'm just like, man, I could go for a nap. Like, you hit that part where you're just like, I need to nap this off. And I'm like, I got to be here for like 6 hours. And then I left and I got in the car to drive home, and I'm like, oh, I feel good now. Let's rebound. Let's rally.
So back to this fucking
anyway, back
kid
to this
situation. Yeah, first of all, 2 things. One, you ain't got benefits. So either you're unemployed or you fucking don't know who the fuck this girl is, and you can't say you have benefits unless the benefits are actually there and you've actually used them. You've swiped that WIC card. You've used those food stamps. Those are benefits.
Women
Until you've done that, you can't say you're on
card.
benefits. Yeah, you know. And then second, this fucking eHarmony chick, I mean, again, just like the first one, you have no game. I feel like I'm coming off as an asshole, but you talk a big game and then you kind of like back it up in your own paragraph of like, oh, well, I mean, we're not like totally together, but I mean, we're kind of together.
They talked on the phone. That's more than I've ever done with anybody I've dated online.
Oh, I thought you were going to say ever. I'm like, you've never talked to a girl on the phone. That's horrendous. We can do this right now.
No, we're millennials.
Let me call my mom.
I called my mom earlier. She hates me.
So how does this, like, I agree. Like, he's just...
Harmony's a little flat, bro. He's Harmony chick.
He's built up this idea in his head. It's like...
He thinks he's a pimp.
It's like you making out with this one girl drunkenly one night at a bar, then you go home, and then the next day you hype it up to your friends, and you're like, oh yeah, we totally fucking got to third base in the bathroom. It's like, no, you fucking didn't, bro. I was there. You did not go into the bathroom with her. Yeah, it was when you fucking were looking. Shut the fuck up.
All right, Tom, I'll be honest, okay? We kissed a little bit, did a couple shots. I think I dropped a pitcher on the floor and gave her my shirt. Okay, that's what really happened. I think that actually did happen.
That did actually happen.
I browned out during some of that.
This dude is trying to decide between two maybes anyway. Like, honestly, it's like, what do I do? Go after this one girl I could possibly fuck? Or what do I do? Go after this other girl that I possibly could fuck? And I haven't fucked either one of them or know that if I even fucking can. So what the fuck does it matter?
Nothing you do matters.
He's standing at the roulette table going, do I bet on black? Do I bet on red? And while he's trying to bet, the thing stops spinning and the fucking thing lands on green.
Yeah, it's like, well, all right.
Masturbating again. So,
anyway.
Which is no problem with that.
No, nothing.
Definitely support her.
Yep.
I support
I mean,
our troops, and I support people masturbating. So
it's a very
those are the two things I support.
That's a very slim America. Profile. That's a good profile.
Trump 2016.
All right, question number 2. We're going to take things in a little bit of a different direction. Same vein of truth.
Ooh.
I got into my first college relationship after only 2 months. I've never met a girl that I got along with so well, but still feel like I'm being held down. Sometimes I feel like I just want to cheat. I learned a lot about her and discovered she had issues of her own, and realized that I'm like kind of the light of her life right now and I'm really important to her, and I don't know how that makes me feel. I guess I'm just not all the way there with her. I mean, I get it. The ideal step would be to slow down and maybe just tell her that it should be a friends with benefits type thing, but I feel like in her world, it's just gone a bit too far, and I feel like she would get a little bit jealous and things would just go wrong. I don't know. I feel like maybe we should just break up. What do you guys think?
Break up. Like, what? I'm thinking about having sex with other people. Cool. Go do that.
That's the number one excuse for breaking up. Like,
yeah.
If you tell me, like, if we're dating and you tell me, hey, you know what? I just want to bang other people. That's reasonable. That's better than saying, oh, I just don't know how I'm feeling.
I would phrase it differently.
Yeah, I would sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
But as long as
the hell out of it.
That sentiment's all that's needed.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm tired of banging you. Okay, that's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah. Again, this guy is acting like he's got the biggest ball sack in the world. And I don't know. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'm like the fucking light of her life. And like, I'm the reason she lives every day. And
I'm the best thing that's ever happened to her since Friends went off the air.
I'm like, all right. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I mean, like Tom said, I mean, please, like, for the sake of coming from a guy that's been cheated on, fucking just dump her before you do it.
Yeah.
And that'll hurt way less. And, like, you don't have to fucking deal with finding out. You don't have to deal with confronting. And you don't have to deal with the other person being like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. Just, you're too young. Just fucking do it. I don't know how young this guy is.
I mean, it's like first college relationship.
So probably like 18, 19.
Right.
Yeah, 18, 19.
A lot of life left.
You have a lot more mistakes to make.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah.
Like really bad mistakes.
Like signing with Time Warner.
Yeah. Or getting the greasy burrito at 4 a.m. down on Allen Street.
Or the poutine at 3:30.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or both.
Hey,
Both could be also an option.
it
that
is
night.
2015, almost 2016. Just have it.
Yeah.
That's the new theme of 2016. Hashtag just have it.
I like how 2015's hashtag was hashtag more money 2015.
Yeah.
2016 is just have it.
And here we are at the end of 2015, and I have less money than I had at the start of it.
So do I.
Yeah. Technically, yeah, I do.
So that
much
hashtag backfired.
Did not work for me.
Yeah.
Not relevant.
So that's why just have it 2016. It's like treat yourself, but a little bit more empowering. It's like just have it. Just do it. Do it on your own.
You know what I realized today on the car?
You were on the car?
On the car. I was on the car ride home from work. I've never had a full-time job, like 40-hour-a-week job for over a year.
No, you had a really good one, and you fucking left it. Just because it was quote-unquote boring.
Because I had terrible anxiety and depression. Jesus.
Oh, like that's a valid excuse.
Yeah, I mean, you can just fix that, bro. Trust me, I'm a counselor.
Xanax and vanilla vodka.
Dude, it's just in your fucking mind. Yeah, vanilla vodka, Smirnoff, take a Xanax, fucking, you'll be good in the morning.
Or you'll be really bad in the morning. And either way, it'll feel different.
But yeah, so never have I ever had a full-time job for more than a year. I think I'm going to use that next time I play Never Have I Ever with a bunch of people.
Never have I ever had a full-time job. Everybody wearing a button-up shirt in the audience just goes, oh, well, fuck me. That's not even buttoned.
It was buttoned, man. Give
When
me
you
some
were at
credit.
work, you're letting your hair down.
Oh, I'm also, yeah, I work a full-time job.
Yeah, but you
fucking-
have been there for a year.
Yeah, a year from yesterday.
That's what made me think about it.
And
I've never had a continual full-time job for a year. I've had many
Wow.
full-time jobs.
Interesting. The same job.
What do you mean?
The same company for a year.
I've worked for the same company for like 7 years, but I never had...
Oh, it wasn't continuous, like, that's all you're fucking doing.
Right.
Like, you're not going to school and not coming back
Right.
on the weekends.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never
you're
had like
I'm
a year
full-time
of just...
worker
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah, I've never...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I've had plenty
Okay.
of 40-hour-a-week stints. and
Yeah,
stuff
I was
like
going to
that.
say, I was like, man, you guys are fucking slackers. Oh, it's only 20 hours.
Hey, man, didn't you watch the debate last night?
No, I didn't.
You said, hey, man, that kid drinking a beer as he's graduating college when he's applying for a job in 10 years. It's like, wait a minute. Why? If he's
10
graduating college, what's he doing in 10
10
years?
Obviously getting a doctorate. Clearly.
Obviously, just going to school to get more debt.
But they're Republicans, so they don't want you to go to school. Debt. Oh, it's
I
like the
love
breakup
debt. I
chant.
love debt.
We
It's
all
always
have-
there. Always there for you.
It's the
know?
It's the one thing you can't live without.
One thing, you pay it and it's still there.
It's that interest,
It
man.
never goes
It's the
away.
interest. Well, they're always interested.
They're always interested in you paying.
Just like this guy's always interested in cheating on his only girlfriend he's ever had.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
bad. That's like saying, like, you get a dog and it's your first ever dog, and you're just like, man, this dog's adorable. I really want to kick my neighbor's puppy. It's like, that's not the purpose of having this animal.
I
Jesus.
Well, the interesting part too is that the funny part for me, it hits home, is like, yeah, I've been cheated on, but actually 3 days ago, my best friend from home also just found out that he got cheated on by his girlfriend. So I'm like, fuck, I've been like in this mood all week about like, oh my God, like this sucks. And it's like, dude, like, I think people these days are so conscious or trying to like, oh, the grass is always greener. The grass, like, oh, there's always a better cow out there, always a better pasture. Okay, maybe not cow. Well, maybe cow for some people, but
Hey,
there's always something better out there. Like I can, like, like I'm not really interested in them. I'm just going to like just move on to something that's always better. But at the same time, you also have to look at the other side of the coin. Like, you're not the only one like making a decision to date you. The other person is too. They could have given up people. They could have been like, oh, I don't know, I felt like cheating, but I didn't, because you know what? I fucking like this dude. Whereas-
Always pretend that you are that first choice.
Yeah, it's true.
I like that.
Because how often have you been like, oh, I'm going to go out and see this girl that, I just started talking to. That's not the only girl you're talking to.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
even if it's just a girl on Tinder, there's like 2 or 3 you might be having a conversation with. unless it's a porn bot, and then the conversation is follow this link. Ha ha ha. But you know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is just the one I happen to be talking to a lot more today.
I have kind of been conscious of what Bryan was saying though. Like, I remember the last girl that I was kind of seeing consistently. When we first started seeing each other, just mentally I'm like, I don't know, man. Maybe I should get back on the Tinder game, see what else is out there. And then I'm like, all right, hold the fuck up, buddy. Let's ride this out, see where it goes, see what happens. And it never turned into anything serious. But I was glad that I kind of wrote it out. You know, just like didn't succumb to my other thoughts, and I don't know if they're insecurities, but my other whatever.
Yeah, and I mean I'm actually just recently entered a relationship officially.
We got it on tape too.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Hopefully she won't be listening to this. Because
I'm gonna tell her to,
because
she hasn't put a label on it yet. She doesn't know.
I feel like
are you guys RLO? Are you guys RLO?
What?
Real life official? It's the next
What do you
step
mean,
beyond
real life
Facebook official.
Like saying to people, like,
You say to each other.
what do you mean say to each other? What? That we're boyfriend
I
girlfriend?
think-
Yeah.
I think you were meaning like
It's the next
It's
step
not
beyond
just on
Facebook
the
because people
internet.
don't use Facebook anymore.
Yeah, actually, we didn't even put it on Facebook.
That's what I mean.
I just took the relationship out of my profile.
So did I.
So
I don't feel quite so bad when it says
the funny
single
part
forever.
is that we've been dating for like 5 days now? No, a week. I think about a week. I was on the 8th.
I don't. Okay.
Yeah,
Those 2
something like
days
that.
really
So
make
anyway,
a difference between 5 and 7.
no, right.
Hey man, they can.
But and today I think was the first day she actually called me like her boyfriend in public to someone else. Like introduced me.
Did
as
she
that.
say that you were the boyfriend or that you were dating him?
This is my boyfriend, Bryan?
Okay.
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 Because we've had this issue before.
Yeah.
Where someone says, "Oh, I'm dating this person," but they have no intent of
But
meeting
it's like-
anything beyond.
Yeah. Like
That's,
I've had people
It's
tell
a
me
very
that,
it's a
that's
very
always-
shady fine line.
Yeah, that's always because a girl that I was actually seeing last year around this time, like that was always weirdly like I didn't know what was going on. Like I was always like, so like you're spending the night and like you're hanging out and you're really cool and you're like taking me on dates and I'm taking you on dates, but we're like not together and that's cool. So what the fuck are we?
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, we're dating, and I'm like, all right, well, like.
Are you dating other
What's-
people too?
Yeah, I was like, what is like? Am I like? Are you just dating me? Or are you like, like I was like
Yeah.
just very confused, and but yeah, I mean, you just got to be clear. But getting back to what Tom was saying, it's like, yeah, with that girl, like with the girl I'm seeing now, I have such a busy schedule, and like she has such a busy schedule too that we don't want to waste each other's time, So we were we've been very honest and like upfront, being like, look, like. This week sucks for me. I really don't have any free time, or like I only have this night free, or like honestly it's going to be day by day, like, but just being super honest and because she at the same time, like she could also be wasting her time with a guy that's eventually going to cheat on her. Like that doesn't make, I mean, she doesn't know it yet, but I hope that doesn't happen, because like that sucks, because it's like, fuck, I just like wasted a shitload of time. I mean, and like you said, you're glad you did it, and you're glad that like you always learn something from it, obviously, clearly. But it's like shitty, you know what I mean? Like you're wasting time for the other person.
The other huge difference there, we're all musicians. It's a little bit like not practicing a certain instrument for a while, like if you just haven't been on a date in a while. Like I'll be honest, I have not been on an actual date in about 2 years. So I feel like you guys are doing way better in that sphere. So when you guys are going on like the first date with somebody new, you guys have had a date at least in a while, like recently, where you're like, all right, this is kind of a thing. I know the flow. You know the script and how that night's going to unfold. I feel like I've been out of it for 2 years, and I'm just like, I have no idea. I'm just going to show up and hope I don't fart.
Well, I mean,
that's always my hope.
yeah, I mean, we do that too. It's always fart and burp and smell bad.
Yeah.
That's always the things I'm like, so I generally won't eat before a date. Just so I'm like, look,
No.
if I don't eat, then I won't fart. There'll be no burps. My breath won't smell bad. I'll like brush my teeth like twice.
My issue is like I'll brush my teeth, mouthwash, brush the teeth again, and then I'll get there, and like all I'm thinking about is like I find her in the place and just like, All right. What could smell bad right now? She's going to notice something smells bad. And like you're in a restaurant, it already smells like food. And you're just like, oh man, maybe I didn't get my left arm all the way there. Oh God, in this jacket, and it was warm in the car and I couldn't put the window down. And oh my God.
That reminds me, there was one time I put on a girl's deodorant because I just smelled too bad.
Was that like recently?
It was probably a couple months ago.
Was I there?
You weren't there, no.
I mean, not when you were putting on the deodorant. Because I remember you coming home one day and you smelled very much like Ultra something.
I think I told you about it. Like,
no, I noticed. I just asked you later.
Why do you know that?
Because he was sitting next to me on the couch and I'm like, he smells awkwardly feminine.
But I mean, that specific scent. What experience do you have?
I worked in the deodorant section at a grocery store for a while. I perused a couple smells.
We were on our bed. We were watching Pitch
Your
Perfect
bed? 2. You both had a bed?
No, we were on her bed. We were watching Pitch Perfect 2. And like, I had my arms up. I noticed that I smelled bad. And like, she got up to like put on my deodorant. I was like, yeah, you mind tossing me some of that? Like, she's like, yeah, no, it's fine. No judgment. Blah, blah, blah.
That's some meta shit right there.
It was cool. I mean, it was...
That was kind of meta. You're just like, I noticed you're trying to make yourself smell nice. Do you mind if I smell nice as well with your smell nice stuff?
I think she might have offered first, but yeah.
Tom, you smell like shit. Here's some deodorant.
No,
Tom's playing.
I was just like, I could use some of that too. She's like, you want some? I was like, I mean, I don't know. She's like, it's fine. I don't care. But
like you were saying, I mean, you were just saying like, the shit with this girl that I'm seeing is like super honest. You know what I mean? It's like she would tell me if I smell like shit. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
She'd be like, B-Rye, did you forget to put on deodorant today? And be like, oh man, I was so behind this morning and like I got to work, I must have forgot. Yeah, I mean that's cool, but I noticed.
Yeah, like she won't be like,
oh, I'm not gonna tell him anything because it'll ruin his day.
That's how it should be.
That's how it should be. Like you don't say anything to anyone.
No, it should be like the honest.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like,
but then you don't like take it too deeply. Like you don't sit there afterwards being like, oh my God, I smell bad. She's already like, she's got a scorecard and I got like a D+ right now.
Yeah,
a D+. I have to retake this class in college.
Oh man.
So anyway, moving on. Next question.
Yeah, sure. We'll do one more
this guy.
question.
He should break up.
Yeah, just break up with her.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Is that what we're all?
If you have the inkling to cheat,
God,
and you can't quell
save
that.
literally everyone the hassle and just fuck the girl that you want to cheat on your current girlfriend with after you've dumped your girlfriend.
You know what?
Literally instantly after. That's fine. I don't care. Just break up with her first.
If this were an earlier episode of the podcast, we would just say get them together for a threesome.
But you've changed.
Have I though?
No. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up.
I say get them together for a threesome.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want to help somebody with self-esteem issues?
Yeah, sure. I can make someone feel good, I think. Not with just my penis, but with my words.
Tom, I don't think somebody who feels shame wants to have your penis in or around them to make them feel better.
No, usually the shame comes after.
Unless his dick is really, really fucking small. And it's just like, look, dude, I got a smaller dick than you. And it's like, oh shit, you're right. You're a fucking loser.
That's like kind of a
all right, thanks, man.
That's
and
like a clown. That's a clown for adults. Like that's
like,
all
hey,
it is.
You want to see something funny? Check out my dick. Shit's smaller than a fucking...
Filling out tax forms, just I'm tiny dick boy. I'm a superhero to those in need.
All right, yeah, thanks, man.
Because we deal with a lot of telling people to break up or have threesomes. I feel like we should try to help somebody since we have actually somebody who's good at counseling.
Yeah, Bryan actually goes to school for counseling.
Well, great.
Should've
Now
mentioned
he's
that
going to
earlier.
lose his schooling because they're going to listen to this.
We didn't say where he goes or his last name or anything.
Or if I spell my name with an I or a Y.
That was a
which
mistake.
Is completely different.
That was a mistake.
Oh, no, I wasn't bringing that up in that sense.
Because
I was just saying, it's
I
completely
was
different person.
I was voicing it.
Yo,
I'm
you
just like,
done it to me too.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, blah, 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 and it went right. And I'm like, oops. And I was in Wegmans, so I
started
stopped
using
caring.
that voice shit lately, but
Garrett's
no,
got us into it.
Yeah,
or at least
it
me.
is convenient. But no, but I mean, even a Bryan with a Y or an I, completely different person. Still
He goes to Deauville. Suck it, Deauville.
Deauville. Deauville?
No.
All right.
Noville.
I have an issue when it comes to talking to girls. When I say talking, I don't mean socializing. I consider myself a wordsmith and enjoy talking to pretty much
Oh
any
my
and
god! Fuck! Sorry.
You can see the fedora
Ugh.
rhyming. Oh, Tom, can we put a fedora on top of the Christmas tree?
Yeah, I have one. Why haven't we done it yet?
That's
I
the
thought of
best.
this yesterday because I'm like, we need
Yes.
something to go on top. What can we get that
little
fits
fucking
us?
bro Christmas tree? Yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Merry Christmas, guys. Eh? Let's listen to the fucking Real Big Fish.
I might wear a fedora to your classy party for New Year's.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
I consider myself a wordsmith and enjoy talking to pretty much any and everyone. The issue I have is progressing past the friendship or small talk phase in a relationship. You see, I'm a bigger guy. I'm not going to say I'm unattractive.
Yeah. Big guy. I'm a big guy too. Sorry.
And then he lists his stats in case you wanted them.
What's the stats?
250 pounds, roughly 6'3".
All right. That's basically where I'm at.
So, Brian, we're going to lean on you for this then.
All right.
I'm a funny guy who likes to be the center of attention,
So am I.
Yeah.
Well, funny guy.
but I can never seem to get the next level with my lady friends. So this isn't you, because you're having some success.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only had one serious relationship in my life, which lasted about 2 months and ended abruptly when she cheated on me.
Fuck.
Did you write this question?
No, I didn't. But actually, that's kind of odd because the girl that did cheat on me, it was like 4 months. Man, this is pretty.
I didn't mean to hit it close here.
Do I have a?
Old Bryan wrote it.
Do I have a son?
You're only 24, so it's possible.
Oh, great. Now they're going to know it's a
They know my age.
24-year-old.
Like, fuck, dude. Tell my social fucking security number while you're at it.
036. Any advice on how I can take myself from being the cheesy wordsmith to being the lovesmith?
First of all, stop fucking calling yourself a cheesy wordsmith. That's weird.
Stop. Yeah.
The only
stop
person
doing
who
that.
can add Smith to everything is Will Smith.
Yeah.
Not even like rappers call themselves like rap smiths or anything.
God.
No, they call themselves rappers.
I don't know, man. That's
A pretty
Do you
worthless guy.
are you sighing a lot because you hate this kid because this kid is you? Like years ago?
No. No, I'm just still on the wordsmith thing. It's just really shitty. I just don't use that. I really hope you don't use that in public, man, because like I'm pretty sure all three of us like roll their eyes simultaneously and we're like, this guy's a fucking douche.
When I
It's
was
actually his AOL screen name.
what douche
Wordsmith 69.
douche. When I was logging questions this morning for the show, I was like looking at it and I started laughing halfway through this, and I just went, "Oh my god! I can see your fedora and like your button-up bowling shirt with a dragon on the back,
Yes.
and you're wearing like black khaki pants with like a chain wallet, and you're like, man, why aren't I getting laid?"
Wait, and hang on. Not done with the outfit. Jeans, probably from JCPenney.
Yeah.
So no name brand shit. No good looking
No,
jeans.
it's
Like they're blue
like-
jeans, that's it. They're just jeans.
It's like Arizona brand.
They're not
or
like
something.
fucking American Eagle or like fucking
Levi's.
Like, oh, they got the cool shit on the fucking booty. Like, we
Oh,
all
I
know.
hate
We all
that
know.
shit. Yeah.
Like,
But-
like Dean Ambrose.
But these are just jeans. There's nothing. You don't know what fucking brand.
Yeah,
they
like
are.
what type
There's-
of jeans are they? They're
They're
blue.
just blue jeans. Yeah. And then let me guess. Hang on. I got white socks, ankle socks. Well, the quarter socks, the ones that go up to like above the ankle, but
Crew.
not the
Crew sock. Or half crew?
Like 3/4 maybe. Is it the 3/4?
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
3/4
Whatever.
baseball
Yeah.
sleeve.
You know
Like
I'm talking
what
about.
Tom's
The
wearing.
white ones. Possibly 2 mismatching socks, both white, but they're definitely still, you can definitely notice, and both the same length, but you could definitely notice they're totally different.
Like
socks.
one's been around for another year.
yeah, just kind of used up bologna skin looking.
Like when his mom was doing laundry, she just stopped caring.
Yeah. And then I'm guessing black shoes. Again, no names.
Yeah.
Maybe Skechers, but maybe.
I'm thinking Skechers.
I also-
like, Converse would be kind of cool. Like,
But
Converse
too
would
cool
be
for
given-
him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like knockoff skater shoes.
Maybe Converse like 5 years ago when they weren't really that popular. And then he was like, oh, fuck it. I guess I'll trade them in. And then he gets these fucking New Balance 560 shoes, which like old people wear.
Is he looking like a middle-aged
And
dad?
yeah, basically, you know what they look like, right?
Yeah.
They're like, they're white and blue, and that's it. Those are the only colors. I think they say like Super Air on them. I don't know what that means. But anyway,
he's not getting it.
Just trying to paint a picture of this kid in my head.
Head
that
to
sounds
toe.
pretty.
But we got to remember, peeking out of the fedora is going to be some like blonde hair with like black tips or black roots. Not a solid hair color.
This
Just
guy
like
would have done well in the 90s.
two-tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the fedora.
He could have been like the lead singer of Sugar Ray.
He's living in a pre-9/11 world.
Him and
So-
Guy Fieri hang
I
out.
guess my advice would just be go back in time. I think you'd have better luck.
And maybe you could stop 9/11.
All right, next question. No,
So yeah, like
basically, it's this kid's fault for 9/11.
yeah. So you should probably go back in time and kill yourself so 9/11 doesn't happen.
Jesus Christ.
Okay,
All right.
let's be honest here.
Yeah.
First of all,
This is going to be one of those questions where it's like, change yourself, isn't it? Where the advice is just change what you're doing, change who you are, which you feel bad about saying, but then there's a little bit of truth.
We're not-
like a little bit of blunt truth.
he doesn't need to like change himself. He needs to change his outlook of the self because he's got lofty expectations when it doesn't seem like he's doing anything more than being a simple entertainer.
Yeah.
And he's wondering why every other puzzle piece isn't coming together. It's like, dude, I got a 500-piece puzzle and I got the borders. Why isn't the rest of the picture appearing?
He has no self-awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, well, first of all, don't call yourself a wordsmith.
Yeah.
Can't say that enough. Really cannot.
Find better adjectives.
Stress that enough.
What is a wordsmith? Like
A
is he
writer.
just, right, but is
William
he just like
Shakespeare
really
was
good
a
at like,
wordsmith.
knowing
He
dictionary
smithed
words?
That's probably the only one I would consider a wordsmith is Shakespeare.
And I can't even tell him that because he's dead as
Yeah,
dicks.
he doesn't know. And he still even, he would be like, dude, that's fucking lame. Don't call me that. Just call me
Yeah.
the best fucking writer in the world.
That's
But-
increasingly self-aware.
But you know what? This kid reminds me a lot of myself in a lot of ways. The weight issue, the struggling to get out of the talking with friends and into something more intimate, especially for a guy like me who's gotten turned down a lot in those situations of like, I felt like, yo, we're like really good friends and really Jones. And then I try and think of the next step and they're like, oh, I don't know. You're just kind of like a bigger brother to me.
Jesus, are you okay?
And you're like, Big Brother and like what, an incest porn? Or
Stepbrother? Something? Not? Come on.
Come on, I've
Give me
seen-
something.
give me something to work on.
But it's like, you're
Made
like,
me
all
tell
right.
mom.
So you just kind of stop doing it. You stop like asking and you stop worrying about it. And then I think what changed for me was like a girl fucking was interested in me. Like straight up was like, yo, you're fucking cool. And like, I'm interested in you. And I'm like, sweet. But that doesn't happen often.
No, but when it does, that can like flip the
Oh
table.
my god! Like you're like fuck yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba, you know,
Because-
spread money around. You're like, yo, I don't even know what she looks like, but she's interested.
I remember my first relationship. I was a little heavier than I am now. And I just remember one time I was like, so like this isn't a turnoff? She's like, no, it doesn't matter to me, like that part. You're funny and cute and all that. I'm like, wait, that's enough? That's enough to get away with this? It's like when you're taking a math class that you're not really good at, but you know just enough to get like enough partial credit on the question to like pass the test. You're like, that's enough?
Yeah.
Wow, I might be set up for this math after all. Outer space, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, I mean, same kind of boat. Like, was like friend zoned in high school. The other thing is, like, in high school, you always see the girls that you're attracted to most are always with like someone who looks exactly the opposite of you, whether it be like skinnier or more muscular or just funnier, just something. You pick one attribute about the other person. You're like, that's why he got the girl. That's why. It's because this or whatever.
I just assumed all of them had a foot-long dick.
I assume that too.
And I'm just like, how does everyone know about his foot-long dick? How do they not know about mine?
Well, one of the teachers fucked the kid, and then
Not
she
untrue.
told everyone.
Not untrue.
I know. It's not
We did have a
untrue.
teacher from our high school who diddled a kid we went to school with.
Yeah.
Which is funny.
Female on male.
Yeah, she was a female teacher. And the weird thing was, I used the phrase diddling, but that's just because that's how New York State would view it. It seemed 100% consensual, but he was not old enough to be consensual.
But yeah, so you said like it comes down to that first girl being interested and you're being like, oh, this is enough. I'm doing enough. I guess that comes from a place of you being unaware. But like, is there anything that you can do to make yourself more aware, or to like to get to that step, to get to the step where the girl is interested in you? Like, is there anything else that you can do?
It's patience. Because
no, fuck off. That's a bullshit answer. Next answer.
No, fuck you. Me and Bryan can speak on this. Spin that mic around so Bryan can have it.
Yeah.
It's all about patience, because if you're worried about the increments of, if you're thinking on a scale of 1 out of 1, and you're just like, that's the one, that's the girl, and you haven't even fucking talked to her, and she's just like, oh, I don't like you, then you immediately look at it as a 0 out of 1. Mm-hmm. But like, the more you put yourself out there with like less of an expectation, it comes a little bit more naturally. So that way when that one comes around, you don't look at it as like, I talked to 7 girls to see if any of them thought I was cute, and only one of them came back. You don't think of it as 1 out of 7. You're like, shit, there is one. We found one. That's amazing. Well, that's more than I thought.
And I guess sometimes I get wrapped up in my own head, but with counseling, I tend to err more on the cynical side of things of, listen, man, life sucks a lot. Like, you're going to probably have a losing record with women. Most people do. There's very few guys that go through life with a losing record, or with a winning record, with a winning record of women. Like, meaning you ask this chick, like, yo, I'm interested in you. We should, move to the next level. And they say, yes, that's a win. And honestly, confidently, I can say, yeah, definitely. I don't know, because as I got older, I kind of definitely like reeled way back, because I'm like, look, you can't ask everyone, Bryan. Like there's that kind of time where like, well, the more people I ask and the more people I talk to and whatever, the odds will always shift. But then you just kind of start feeling shitty about yourself, and then you're like, okay, this girl said hi to me. Oh, I should ask her if she likes me, or like it's kind of shitty. But anyway. Listen, man, if you're like me, which it sounds like you are, you're probably going to have a losing record in life as far as women saying yes and no to you. But like Tim just mentioned, 1 out of 8 is still one yes. Mm-hmm. 100, 99 no's and 1 yes is still 1 yes.
Exactly.
That does not matter, because, again, it takes 2 to tango.
Exactly.
You can't force people to like you.
I think you kind of hit it when you said, take a step back and just like consider every one a win. But really just taking a step back, I would say like take the step back, just try to have a flirtier personality. Like flirting when I was in high school was like so much more difficult, so much of a bigger deal, right? Like you always like overthink like everything you're going to say. And now that I work in sales, like everyone I flirt with everyone. Not heavy. It's not like I'm flirting so hard that I'm really trying to get their number.
I flirt with so many moms.
It's just like you flirt with the mom. Like there's some regulars that come in my store that I just kind of flirt with a little bit. Like I'll joke, I don't know, I'll just joke around with them and stuff. But yeah. So just maybe just take a step back, try flirting a little bit, but with no expectations. Don't flirt with the thought that like, if I flirt with her, she's going to say yes. Just flirt to flirt. Just flirt because it's fun.
Like one of the easiest things like to compare that to is like when I first used Tinder, I was so nervous because it's just like, I don't even message anybody. Like, what am I going to say?
Yeah, same here.
And now I'm just like, if I match with you and I think it's somebody I could like hang out with and have dinner with, I'll just send a, hey, how's it going kind of thing. Because you know what? 4 out of 6 of them probably aren't going to respond, but the 2 that do might be willing to actually have a conversation.
And it's funny you bring up Tinder because it's like, it kind of relates back to back when I was on it back in the day of like a couple months
ago.
I
was on it 4 minutes ago.
Yeah, very, very, a couple months ago. Before I started kind of getting involved. But I used to do the approach of swiping right for everyone. like not going through and going left and right constantly, because I was like, well, it's more efficient, and whoever matches with me, and then I can review them later on. Most of them were, and that was also at the time where the peak of bot activity on Twitter was at pretty much an all-time high, where basically every match you had was like a bot.
Yeah.
So it was like really, I mean, they were starting to get some creative pickup lines though. There was this one girl that got me. She said, "Hey," and I was like, well, that's weird, because usually bots are like, "Hey, how's it? You know, blah blah blah. I like having sex with strangers." Blah blah. Blah. But
this cost 100 roses.
Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is a rose? Is
Never-
rose equal to $1?
Bitcoin, is that what is?
Yeah.
Brian, I don't want to interrupt you, but I had the greatest one around Halloween. I think I told Tom this. I don't know if I said it on the show. This girl messaged me on Tinder. I mean, a bot messaged me on Tinder. And her whole thing started off with, "Hey, do you like having sex with strangers? Last night, I had sex with 2 different guys on this website. Do you want to be the next?" And in my head, I'm just like, even if you did, on what fucking world would I want to have sex with somebody who had sex with 2 random strangers last night? Like, she made it clear that it was 2 separate occasions last night. I'm like, you got railed out twice last night. Why would I want anything to do with this right now?
You know what's funny is now that that thing with that other girl ended, I'm back on like Tinder and the OkCupid game and whatnot.
Bumble.
It seems like Bumble. It seems like OkCupid is starting to have a few bots too. Like I found one last night who had like viewed my profile, and it was so funny. Do you mind if I read the profile now? Because that one from last night that you just kept screenshotting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that officially a bot?
I assume.
Did you message her?
No, but
Should have
it's
messaged
just,
her.
I
How
just
else am I
kind of
going to know?
assume.
What the fuck do you got to lose?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it was this girl who had
Your time?
She had viewed my profile, so I clicked on her profile to see who she was. OkCupid name, Glittery Pubes. She's 18, lives in Florida.
Cool.
She's queer, bisexual, pansexual, woman, single, 5'4", and curvy. Her self summary: a meaner version of Wallace Wells, blah blah blah. Was future Don Draper attending UCF. I'm really good at being bad. My favorite books, movies, shows, music. Pitbull.
Oh, God.
She's the one.
She did like Tim and Eric Awesome Show, like Dexter and Portlandia, New Girl. But then like she put in people. They don't ask what your favorite people are, but she said favorite people: John Cena and Dane Cook.
Oh my God.
John Cena!
Fucking Superfly. Blah.
See, that's why I hate both of you, because you love the John Cena meme, but you don't watch wrestling.
Let's
That's
see.
an everyday thing for me.
Let's see. I spend a lot of time thinking about teeth, guys wearing chokers, truffle fries.
Truffle fries has probably been the best thing she said.
On a
so
typical
far.
Friday night, I am not watching anime alone, which means she's totally watching anime alone, possibly screaming and dancing to popular 8 songs. Let's see. You should message me if you're a charming thug who listens to punk music, you can kickflip, you're a dorky ass motherfucker, you're scene girl, you have big teeth, and a huge gap. Or no, you have a big teeth and a lisp.
You have 2 of like the 8 things she's looking for.
Big teeth and a lisp?
No. You're a thug who listens to punk and something about being a mean girl.
It was just so fucking weird.
The best one I got was a bot, and again I was saying, she said hey. I
Yeah.
was like, hey, how's it going? And she was like, not bad. How are you? And I was like, what? Like this was like a drought of like weeks of like just talking to bots.
Yeah.
And I was like,
This is refreshing.
I was kind of freaked out. I was like, I'm pretty good. What are you up to? And she was like, not much. And then I didn't really say anything. And then she asked me, she said, what are you up to? Or no, she didn't say what I'm up to. She said, I remember now. She said, do you like omelets?
like umlauts
Do you
or
like
omelets?
Like
Okay.
the egg breakfast.
I thought you meant
Like,
umlauts.
and I
Like the
said,
dots over the U's.
of course. Like, why wouldn't I like omelets? Like, I love omelets. Like, who doesn't love omelets? Like, you're stupid if you do. If you don't. She said, good, because I'm going to let you see me naked, and then posted the link to the fucking page. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Are you fucking kidding me?
You got
God damn it.
Got him.
Like, I don't think she was even a bot. Like, I think she was actually a real person who's trying to get me to go to her fucking page because, like, that was so perfectly, like...
You got dad joked by a porn bot.
Dude. Man. Like, fuck that. I was so pissed.
You got, like, legitimately... You got dad joked by a porn bot. That's, like... That's new.
Yeah, I guess the only other one is, like, you usually get the standard, like, I like having sex with strangers.
Yeah.
And then some of them, like,
Railed
list
out
the
by two
prices. They'll
dudes.
be, like, $80 for a half hour, like, $160 for... And I always respond with, like, how much for 2 minutes? Just to see if they actually
Rough.
respond. No, none of them.
I remember, like, yeah, about the height of, like, the porn bot thing a while back. My opening pickup line, like, if I matched someone and we had mutual friends, my opening line wouldn't really be a pickup line. It's just my opening line would be like, holy shit, somebody who's actually real on Tinder or whatever. Or, like, we have mutual friends, so I know you're real. And, like, the few times that I did it, I would say, like, 2 out of the 3 times they unmatched. And I was like, fuck, what do you mean you unmatched? Like, I know you're real.
Brian, did I ever tell you my go-to...
Worked one time. Like, they actually engaged in a conversation, but
with
then
a
she
porn
went...
bot?
No, she wasn't a porn bot. We did know each other, actually, but then she went back to college, so haven't talked to her in a while.
That's a shame.
I know.
Brian, did I ever tell you my go-to Tinder pickup line?
No.
I wanted to tell you a Titanic joke, but I just didn't know how to break the ice.
Hi, I'm Tim.
It's bad. It's really bad.
Oh, not as bad as fucking... Are we still talking about...
Yeah, it's not as bad as a Wordsmith.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, so let's get to this. So, it sounds like you're just having confidence issues approaching the opposite sex, which is...
Counselor.
We'll edit that out.
Thank you. Thank you, fucking asshole. Come on, man. I gotta fucking...
The best part about this is he's going to keep in this part, but he's gonna bleep the name.
Okay, good.
So it's
good.
just gonna be us yelling.
You have to bleep the name, though.
All right, I will.
Okay. Jeez. Anyway.
So he's got
Going
confidence
so well.
issues.
Yeah, so he's got confidence issues. Big whoop. We all fucking have confidence issues. The only time we're, like, ever super confident is when, A, we're with a, like, hot chick or something.
You're
or
confident
B,
then?
Yeah, because you're like, fuck yeah.
I'm so not confident at that
Like,
point.
no, I mean, like, if the girl's, like, super hot and attractive and, like, super, like, attracted to you.
Girl.
You're like, holy shit, what the hell's going
Girl,
on?
we might be wearing the same jersey, but we're not in the same league.
I'm a little on Brian's fence here. Like, if she's super hot, like, I'll get
Go ahead and
intimidated.
hang out with your white picket fence. Never mind.
I'll get intimidated a little bit, but, like, it'll be like 10% intimidated, but then I'll also psych myself up. Like, before it would have been like complete opposite, like 80% intimidated, 20% confident. Now it's like 20% intimidated, 80% hyping myself, being like, all right, game on. Let's see what I can do. Like,
Yeah.
sounds kind of dirty when you say it like that, but you know what I mean. Like, you just psych yourself up.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, so we digress. But I'm just kidding. The digressions are the best. But listen, man, you got confidence issues. Okay, understandable. You know, you feel like, okay, what do I have to offer besides talking skills and maybe being funny and wearing fedoras and no brand jeans probably, and you know the whole list. Like, what do I have to offer? You know, like what do I have? And you know what? Depending on what age you are, that could be very different for a lot of people. That's one of the things I've been seeing is that when I was younger, and I was pretty much around the same weight. The only thing that got different was I grew taller and a beard. That's about it. But
I have a beard to offer.
but it's they're looking for that hot Hollywood romantic red, like love, and like, oh, like I'm hot and they're hot and everyone knows I'm hot and everyone knows they're hot, so we're hot and dating together. And like, I don't care if this guy is literally, knows nothing and has failed 12th grade 5 times, doesn't matter. Versus an older age, which I found is more, like you start, I don't want to say you start giving in, or you start, I don't know what the word is, like
Giving up on your dreams.
The American dream is dead.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. Or just making sacrifices, or what is the word I'm really looking for that really describes a situation that is like a synonym to all of those words? You are sacrificing
An ideal.
Oh man,
I don't know.
this is tough.
You put on your giving up on life pants, your sweatpants. You put on some sweatpants.
I guess giving in. I don't know. There's a better word. But anyway,
I think it's all about coming to terms with reality.
yeah, it really is, because the reality is, here's the reality too, man, is that you can believe, I mean, I'm a firm believer of not believing in the one. There is no the one, because mathematically, there's probably going to be a girl out there that you will never meet in your entire life.
That would have been
Who will be the
perfect.
best match for you ever, compared to any person you've ever dated, any person you thought about, any person you've been friends with, any person, whatever. There's going to be people out there that you're never going to meet, or maybe you did meet and you didn't really realize, and you both went separate ways. There's been a lot of girls like that to me, and there's been times when we've both noticed it, like, fuck, like, I wonder what it would have been like if we would have dated, like when we had the chance and we didn't. So you're going to have those options too. But what's important is that, listen, you keep your head up. You keep your pin pants strong. No, you keep your good shit going. You really work on your strengths. You can focus on your weaknesses for the rest of your life. But you can really focus on your strengths. If you think you're funny, like, figure out why. Like, what is it that, is it the way you look, the way you act, the way whatever? And is that something that you want to be known for? Is that something that, like, oh yeah, he's a funny guy, or is like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy? There's always something that someone says about you. So make sure that that's something that's good for you.
And also, it's about eliminating the expectation of, I'm so great, why don't they love me?
Yes. Holy shit, man.
Yeah,
Like, because
It's not about you.
Yeah. I mean, you can't force them to. I mean, you could, but that's probably illegal and stuff.
That's definitely illegal. That's called rape.
Well, no, he's like,
Or in prison.
I'm forcing you to like me, not have sex with me, just like me.
So, like, swim fan.
This is
that
still like
rape?
being a stalker and like, I don't know.
So, like,
It's
swim
still-
fan.
Is that a thing?
Like, if you don't like me, I'm gonna kill you. Like something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's
No. So, it's all about becoming comfortable with you,
yeah.
being confident with you,
Yeah.
and letting the rest of life fall into place without trying to force it. Because forcing is the worst thing you can do in that situation.
Yeah. And honestly, one of the things too, like you just nailed it on the head, is being comfortable in your own skin, because that by itself, like without even noticing, will like spread confidence.
Mm-hmm.
And like especially and how you handle rejections.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that a couple times where I handled them well, and they actually asked me out like a couple weeks after, and I was like, nope. No, I didn't say no.
Fuck off.
But it's like, like there's one girl about a year ago who was like in my counseling program, and I was like super into her, and she said like, I was trying to get a beer with her, and she bailed and whatever, and was like, and I asked her out for dinner, and then like she was like, listen, I don't, whatever, and I was like, hey, totally get it, no worries. If you ever change your mind, definitely let me know, and that's it. I wasn't like, trying to convince her or being fucking weird about it. I was like, hey, totally understand. No worries.
Because
Let me know if you want to.
you can't play the card of, it's like, how dare you hurt me and my expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a two-way street, man. Like,
Exactly.
she has to like you. You can't force them to like you, because then it's forced liking.
You
It's
don't-
not even natural.
You don't want to date somebody who doesn't want to date you back.
Yeah.
That's like the number one answer. And I think that's where we can leave this. Because it's like,
Yeah.
Be
agree.
confident with it. Be comfortable with it. But if it's not a two-way street, stop trying to force it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, you ready for the lightning round?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, this doesn't speak to B-Rye, but it definitely speaks to Tom.
Yep.
In the last week, a lot of shit has happened in the world. And it's not that Tom doesn't care about what's going on in the world. It's that Tom doesn't search it out for himself.
I'm a busy guy.
He's a busy guy. He's got shit to do, porn to watch. But
Obviously.
I...
Like that Step Brothers shit that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. If you want to...
Stepbrothers.
Yeah, two stepbrothers jerking each other. Never.
Two brothers.
So, since I am ridiculously plugged into the world, I have pulled 5 headlines from
Yeah,
around
you're
the world
basically
this
like
week.
plugged into the Matrix.
Yeah.
You are Neo.
Sometimes when I fart, just like ones and zeros. That's all it is.
Dude, I wish I was more plugged in. But
No,
anyway.
you don't.
Yeah, maybe I don't.
But then you become a robot. You become part of the system, man.
I have pulled 5 headlines from around the world. I'm going to read them now to Tom and Bryan. I'll read them through twice. 4 of these headlines are real things that graced the news in the past week. One of them I made up about 2 hours ago. Are you guys ready to play?
Let's do it.
All right.
Now, it's my job to keep a straight face throughout the entire thing, so that way I don't give away which one I made up. Stop staring at me, bro. I'm gonna come at you.
I'll never stop staring.
Number 1.
Not even when you sleep.
Homeless man arrested after digging 15-foot cave under park.
Where did he get a shovel? Where does a homeless man get a shovel? No fucking homeless dude has a shovel.
Number 2. Stranger attacks man on subway with a Snickers bar.
The other
You're
dude
not
was,
you when you're not giving me money.
the other dude was pretty hangry, and the dude was like, "Fuck you, have a Snickers." This is what TV
Snickers
tells
are
me.
pretty they're pretty hard. Like they're a hard candy bar.
Yeah.
Like if I whipped that out of your face,
Or a king,
you
or a
probably
king
say ow.
size? That's like a nightstick.
Probably say ow.
Yeah. New York man arrested after pouring maple syrup in gas tanks.
Why?
Don't know.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say pouring maple syrup on people. I was like, now I'm interested. Now I'm turned on. Yeah.
Number 4, burglary suspect in Florida eaten by
Don't give me that
alligator.
face, Brian. I know I'm into it. I mean, not on dudes, but in general. I don't want it poured on me because like I just have a lot of chest
Tom,
hair and it's
focus.
gonna be really
Tom, focus.
sticky. Sorry, what?
You're saying Bryan doesn't have chest hair?
Left chest hair.
You were talking about alligators?
Burglary suspect in Florida eaten by alligator.
Cool. Best guard dog ever.
I don't think they're guard dogs in Florida.
Guard gators.
Number 5, dentist arrested after accepting meth in exchange for root canals.
Wow, wow, wow.
So I'm going to read through all 5 of those headlines one more time. One of them I did make up today. Number 1, homeless man arrested after digging 15-foot cave under park.
Why is he arrested for that? What's wrong with digging a fucking cave?
It's probably like city property that he's fucking up.
It's a fucking cave. It's benefiting everybody.
What's a cave
What's a cave
benefiting
gonna do?
everybody?
Just collapse on people. And then the people trapped inside are gonna have to commit cannibalism to survive until they can get out.
You
and
have
then
a really lofty expectation.
and then there
of
will be
what-
a Lifetime original movie about it called Cannibal Cost.
Yeah, but okay, whatever.
Number 2, stranger attacks man on subway train with Snickers bar. Number 3, New York man arrested after pouring maple syrup in gas tanks. Number 4, burglary suspect in Florida eaten by alligator. Or number 5, dentist arrested after accepting meth in exchange for root canals.
I feel like 4 and 5 are true. 1 I'm not so sure about. 3, what was 3 again? Maple syrup, right? I'm gonna go for.
You each get to pick, by the way. You don't
Yeah.
have to be together.
Shit. I'm gonna say. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say maple syrup.
Okay.
I'm gonna say maple syrup, dearie.
I
Okay.
was gonna say that one.
You're gonna say maple syrup?
Yeah.
You
I'm
want
not
to-
gonna. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Better the odds.
Sure. Yeah. One of us will be right if you pick different. Maybe.
I'd rather one of us be right than both of us be wrong.
True. Yeah. All right.
Still a good
so-
possibility. You're still more likely that both of you are wrong
Yeah. it's
than
not
either of you are correct.
Yeah, true. But now I have 4 choices to choose from instead of 5.
Yeah.
So my percentage goes up, right? Something like
Yeah.
math-
We were
math
each at
something?
Yeah,
like
you
20%. We're each at 20%.
He goes from 20%, you go to 25%. But
Yeah.
there's still averaging out of being like 71% that you're wrong.
I feel like this is like Deal or No Deal, where they like raise the, like you're like, oh, does it make sense to take the deal?
Get
now?
off the phone.
Anyway,
Yeah. Finish your
that
sentence.
banker guy is he's a douchebag. I'm gonna go with, what was the second one?
Stranger attacks man on subway with a Snickers
Yeah, I'm
bar.
going with that one. No, I'm going with the first one. Final answer.
Homeless man?
Final answer, Regis.
All right,
Dig a
guys.
hole.
In the past week, a dentist was arrested after accepting meth in exchange for root canals.
Nice.
Dental white.
Isn't he just gonna go back there anyway? It doesn't. Oh wait, no. Oh, it's the dentist's.
Yeah.
He was accepting meth in exchange for dental work.
Doesn't meth like fuck your teeth up?
Yeah.
Huh.
A burglary suspect in Florida was eaten by an alligator. A stranger did attack a man on a subway train with a Snickers bar.
Oh, shit. It's gonna be one of us then.
It's gonna be me.
I'm going to pretend this is like Maury Povich. Tom, B-Rye.
Neither of us are the father.
In the case of a homeless man arrested after digging a 15-foot cave under park, it is something that happened this week. Tom was correct. That a New York man was not arrested for pouring maple
That
syrup.
one first, and I should have went first because I'm the fucking guest. So really, I won. Fuck you.
As soon as you said,
You're
like,
so bitter
I was going
about
to
it.
pick that too, in my head, I'm just like, oh man, it was that obvious. They both figured it out.
No, I just figured.
I don't know. It was like something about New York and maple syrup. I
maybe that
don't
was
know.
it. That might have been it, really. But other than that,
I mean,
if
not
it was
that-
like hot sauce, I would have been like, "Wow, that's pretty." Like.
What I was thinking,
No,
like
'cause I mean,
sugar in a
like-
gas tank, and there's so much sugar in maple syrup. I'm like, wow, 1 and 2.
No, I mean, like, people tap maple trees across from my house back home and, like, get syrup. So it's not like people don't collect maple syrup in New York, but just who would be putting it in a gas tank? Why? What's the motivation? How do I get inside their head? Also, it's super slow. So how much maple syrup can you really get into a gas tank before someone notices?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Also, you made it up. You didn't think about the backstory, did you?
No, but there's plenty of backstory to the other 4.
Fair enough.
Anyways, that'll do it tonight from our special threesome episode of Never Have I Ever with our special guest, Bryan.
No last name this time.
No, his last name is Beep or
Just
something like that.
Bryan.
Just Bryan.
Oh wait, what I said? Thunder muffin.
Yeah, Thunder Muffin.
Bryan Thunder Muffin.
Sounds like a great porn name.
Shockingly good.
Remember, if you guys have any questions or things you would like us to solve on the podcast, feel free to email us at neverhaveievershow@gmail.com. Check us out on Tumblr at neverhaveievershow.tumblr.com. On Twitter at NHIE Show. On Facebook or probably YouTube, which is where this will be posted on today, which is Tuesday the 22nd.
Yes.
Does that sound right?
I think so. Don't bother fact checking it. It's right.
Who
We'll change
fuck-
the fucking date.
Never have I ever known what day Tuesday is.
Yep. Anyway, peace.
Anyways, that'll do it from us. I'm Tim.
I'm Tom.
And I'm B-Rye. Thanks for listening.
Remember, kids, keep those fingers in the air.